Over the weekend, I completed David Goggins' 4x4x48 challenge, and it really opened my eyes into something that I've been struggling with for years. I think a lot of guys might be able to relate to this, so that's why I wanted to make this video. If you're not familiar with David Goggins, I highly recommend you check him out. He's an ex-Navy SEAL. He preaches all about personal accountability, pushing your comfort zone. He really just emphasizes that you are capable of so much more than you ever thought possible. And he's been a huge influence on me over the years. In regards to what the challenge is, it's every 4 hours, you run 4 miles for 48 hours. So I started this at 7 p.m. on Friday night, and then I ran 4 miles, and then I'll run again at 11 p.m. for 4 miles, and then again at 3 a.m. for 4 miles, etc., 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 up until Sunday at 3 p.m. So it's 12 sessions of 4-mile runs. What I learned about doing this was that I am never satisfied with anything that I do. I originally started this, I was going to meet my friend at 8 p.m. I decided I would go for a run at 7 p.m. just for something to do. I was kind of bored, didn't really want to work on anything. I have not been super excited with the amount of progress I've been making over the last couple weeks. So I thought I would just go for a run, clear my head a little bit. And while I'm on this run, I'm reflecting on just how well my friend is doing. He's part of my mastermind, Rowan. You've seen him in a video before. He is crushing it. He's got a great relationship. He's doing well with his sales. He's doing great with his fitness and stuff. He's on track. He's really excelling. So it's really pushing me to want to challenge myself. I noticed last week I didn't make any YouTube videos. I was in my head that they got to be very perfect. I don't know what I'm going to say. Just like coming up with excuses to not challenge myself in YouTube. There's easily could have just made content to make it and just see what happens and just get better and go forward, push yourself. So I'm running and I'm realizing like all this stuff I'm making excuses for. I'm not getting the dating life I wanted. I'm making excuses for that. I'm making excuses for the business. And so while I'm running, I'm reflecting on the fact that I need to push myself in some way. So I'm going to do the 4x4x48 challenge. I had done this 3 years ago after I learned about what it was from the book Living with a SEAL by Jesse Itzer, I believe. He's the owner of the Atlanta Hawks. He lived with David Goggins for 30 days. And in that book, he talks about all the things that David Goggins did to challenge him, to make him aware that he was capable of so much more. And that's kind of where this all started. Like back when I was growing up, when I was a kid, I would never have thought any of this was possible. I would have assumed anybody who's doing a 4x4x48 was just gifted. They're better than me. Anybody can, I just would never have tried. I thought you had to be born that way. And then when I'm married, my typical weekend was playing World of Warcraft. I'd wake up at 4 a.m., play World of Warcraft for 4 hours until 8 a.m., go back to bed for 2 hours so I get some sleep before the wife wakes up. Then she'd get up. Then we would spend our day together, really not doing anything too exciting. Definitely wasn't ever challenging myself. Always stuck in comfort. Playing video games, watching movies, maybe do some housework, which I'm familiar with. Never trying to expand or build or do anything. So the old me was never, ever, ever trying to push myself. I was always just seeking comfort, sticking with what I knew best. And now the new version of me, the one that ever since I've been divorced, I realized very quickly that I needed to make some changes. So I left Old Town, Wisconsin, or Small Town, Wisconsin, moved to Boston, started, becoming more adventurous, meeting new people, practicing social skills, becoming better, moving to Vegas, doing all this stuff. So now the new version of me likes to challenge himself. Like I do things that are difficult. Like I've been on this 90-day challenge now where I'm eating healthy every day, going to the gym every day, meditating every day, talking to a cute girl every day. So I'm challenging myself, but the new version of me is never happy with any of it. I just assume that it's not enough. Everybody can do it. I should be better. I should be making more money. I should be farther along than where I am. So this new version of me is just is never satisfied. So the old version of me never would even have tried, just would just assume it wasn't possible. Now the new version of me does do the stuff and just assumes everybody could do it, or it's just not that impressive, or it's not good enough, or I should be doing more. So it's crazy how all this came about. I realized a lot of this while I was doing my runs. Some of the key runs, I'll just break down some of them. I'll put at the end just a collection of my updates. I was going to make a video of that, but I don't think it'd be that interesting. So I'll put it at the end if you want to see just my thoughts after each run. But there were some runs in particular that really had an effect on me. The first one, obviously, the first night when I was running, I made the decision that I was going to do the challenge. I was not very happy. I knew I had control of this. Whereas, like with the business and the YouTube, like I don't control how many people watch it. I can't control necessarily all the variables. Dating, I can't control all the variables. If a girl doesn't text me back or whatever. But this, I have control. If I say I'm going to go run, I have control of that. I can go run. So that first run was very important. It just set the tone of, okay, I'm going to do this. Like it's going to be done. I posted a video on Instagram, my accountability post, which I'm glad I did that because I probably, well, I won't say I probably wouldn't, but I might not have finished it because I posted it out there. I knew I had to get that done. So that accountability was huge. Another important run for me was at 3 a.m. when my body was destroyed. I did not want to keep running. I kept having these negative thoughts in my head of I'm too old, my legs hurt, I can't do this. I just want to walk for a little bit. I'm not going to be able to keep up. And I remember specifically like I took my headphones out. I didn't want to listen to anything. I was just running. And I kept having these thoughts of just like quit, give up, don't keep going. No one's gonna know if you quit anyways. No one's even watching the Instagram stories. No one gives a shit. Just fucking quit. And I remember I got through halfway through it and I just told my mind to shut up. Like I reframed all this stuff into gratitude because I am in control of my thoughts. So I started thinking about while I'm running through these down Fifth Avenue and I'm seeing all these, I would say poor, I guess to say poor houses. Like they don't have air conditioning. They have dogs barking all night. They're in like not best areas of town. Like I'm grateful I have an apartment to go to. I'm grateful I can even run. I'm grateful it's nice outside. I'm not in small town Wisconsin anymore. There's just so many things that I'm grateful for. So one of the important things of that run was just recognizing that I am in control of my thoughts. I don't have to think how bad this is. Like, yeah, it sucks. Okay, great. Keep going anyways, one step at a time. That was another important thing that I learned from David Goggins' Never Finish book was just, can I take one more step? Yes. Okay, then I take one more step. Um, so that was really important to me. I also, while I was doing this, I listened to the Bible a few times on the run. I thought that was very inspirational just to hear the cohesion of the stories. I guess I never gave it much thought. Like I'm much more open-minded about it now. It's kind of interesting ever since I started writing down my goals and really being open to religion or Christianity. I don't know much about it. I'm still on the fence about it. Like I'm just trying to open my mind to it. But it is interesting that since I've been looking into it, there has been progress towards the goals I've been setting. So that's kind of interesting. So it was good to just have that time to run and just to listen and to be aware. Some other important things with the run, I kind of took gratitude in the solitude of it. Like I am running, I have the streets to myself. I don't have any noise. I can think my thoughts. I don't have any influences. I don't feel lonely. When I was growing up and while I was married, I was very codependent. I always worried about what people were thinking of me. I was thinking, like I never would have even tried to do anything like this on my own. I would just assumed I wasn't good enough. And having that ability to just go at my own pace, not worry about anything was very freeing. Just like having that freedom of I'm in Mexico, I'm living a life that I love. So there's nothing bad. Like everything is fine. I'm enjoying the solitude. It's very peaceful. It's very quiet. And I guess the final run, oh, there was a run at 7 a.m. as well, which They were doing like a 5K or something, and I'm running. This is the run number 11, so I'm just shredded. Like I can barely walk. It was much more difficult to do these runs when you're waking up from like 2 hours of sleep because your legs get stiff. So I'm like running very slow like an old man, and they're doing like a 5K. So these little kids, these grandmas, everybody's passing me, and I just thought this was very funny how I'm just going so slow, but in my mind, I just know like I've been challenging myself. I'm happy with how slow I'm running. Like I'm okay with that. And I just thought it was just a fun little reminder. And it was also interesting too. Like I started thinking about like just how different this is compared to previous weekends. Like a typical weekend I would have done living in the States when I was married was I would have played video games and then watched football all day on Sunday and Saturday. So I thought that was interesting. So that was kind of a breakdown of the runs themselves. It got very difficult. The most difficult ones were the morning ones where you kind of sleep for 2 hours and your legs get sore and you're just kind of chugging along. There's nobody else on the road. There's nobody there to help you. Um, it's just you and your thoughts. A couple times I went without any headphones because I wanted to be in my thoughts. I wanted to hear the things that I was thinking, and it really opened my eyes into some of the negativity that I was putting on myself. So that's a breakdown of what the runs were. Some of the things that I learned while on the run was one is that I'm I don't know why I can't feel proud of myself. Like this is something that I guess is always maybe it's more of an issue now because I'm always trying to excel, that I just think that there's more that I should be capable of, and I'm just not excited that I did the challenge. Like I I guess it's great. Like I'm glad I did the discipline. I'm very happy with I was impeccable with my word. That's something that I didn't used to be. I In the past I probably would have quit and just said it was too hard. But because I've been impeccable with my word, I decided I am going to do this. I am going to get this done. Maybe that's why some of it is why I didn't feel as proud as I could, because I already knew I could do it. Like, yes, it sucks. It is hard. I've done it in the past though, so I knew I could do it. So maybe I just need even more challenges. I don't know. If you guys have any advice in the comments, I would love to hear how you guys get over these thoughts, because I have a tendency to ignore past successes. Like there's a lot of, I made a video about this a couple weeks ago, just like some of the huge successes I've had. And I don't think about that in the moment. I don't celebrate my wins enough. So that's something that I learned, is that I have work to do on feeling proud of what I'm accomplishing, taking in what I'm grateful for. Like I have a good life. I'm healthy. I'm where I want to be. Like there's plenty of things to be proud of, to be grateful for. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. That's the major takeaway of this video, I think, is just like, I don't know why I can't be proud of myself. I need to figure that out. Hopefully if you guys are struggling with that, you see like it is possible to continue to improve your life, that you can be better. There is things you can do, but also celebrate your wins. I know a lot of people who watch this are probably going through a divorce or a breakup now, and maybe this is something that's not in your realm of possibility, but just know that you are capable of so much more. Like I never would have thought I could have done this stuff when I was growing up or when I was getting out of a divorce. I just never would have tried. I would have felt stuck. I would have been wondering what she's doing instead of focusing on what I am capable of. So that was a huge wake up call for me. Another thing, while I was running, I was listening to Mark Manson's book, Models. And I'd listened to this book in the past, which I think as I'm running and I'm listening to this was a huge turning point for me as well when I was getting out of divorce. Because I'd struggled for a few months being stuck, wondering what she's doing, stalking her social media, like not making any progress. And very early on, I read this book, and Mark talks about the fact that most guys will have very similar hobbies. They'll watch sports, they'll play video games, they like rock music, they like to go to bars and hang out with friends. And I realized that was very much me. Like that was basically my lifestyle. Like I like to play video games, I like to eat ice cream, I like to watch movies, and I like to stay at home and not do a lot. So in the book, he talks about how if you were going to stand out to other men, say you're number out of 10 men, how would you stand out from the 9 other guys? And one of the things that is possible is that as a man, you can control your attractiveness. You can upgrade your style. You can go lose weight. You can be more athletic. You can learn new things. You can become more social. You can be more charismatic. And when I heard this years ago, that's kind of what triggered in me to go move around, to go build my experiences, to go travel, to go make new friends, to update my style, to lose more weight. Like there's just so much more I could do. So running and listening to that again just kind of reinforced why I started all this in the first place. I also learned that, you know, you have to do things that you don't want to do. Like I didn't want to go for these runs, but I committed to doing it. And I want to be impeccable with my word. Another great book was The Four Agreements that really helped me out was being impeccable to your word. If you say you're going to do something, you do it, not only for others, but for yourself. Like you feel like I feel proud that I did do what I said I was going to do. I'm happy that I completed it. I got a lot of gratitude out of it. I got a lot of discipline out of it. But I also, at the same time, don't like to mention it to people. Like there's a couple of girls that I approached this week and I kind of mentioned it, but I also felt like a loser. Like I should have better things to do than go running 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours. Like I didn't even feel confident telling people I was doing it. And I was posting these Instagram stories more for accountability, maybe trying to inspire some people to challenge themselves as well. And then I was kind of just like, oh, well, yeah, I mean, they don't care. I don't care. Like, I don't know. It's very weird how that came about. Like it was a big challenge. I feel good after doing it, but it's interesting that, I just, was not excited to talk about it. I don't want to I don't want praise for it. Like, I don't, it's a weird situation. What's next? Well, now that I've done this challenge, now I know that I am capable of doing difficult things. Like it sucked waking up at 3 a.m. to go running. It sucked waking up at 7 a.m. to go running. My legs were tired. I wanted to quit. I wanted to keep walking, but I just wouldn't let myself. I just said one more step. I just kept running. I kept waking up on time. I knew it would be over eventually. The pain would fade. So what's next is now I'm going to challenge myself in a different way. I got the 90-day challenge still going. I'm going to complete that. I'm going to go do my approach today. I have to do that after this video. And then I'm going to challenge myself with YouTube. I'm going to make a YouTube video every day this week for 7 days. I don't know what the topics are going to be. I don't know. They don't need to be perfect. I just need to do the things that I say I'm going to do. I need to just there's always more that I can do, but I also need to learn how to reflect and take time out to just be proud of who I've become. Like I am way different than I was 8 years ago. I would not want to be that guy again. And it's easy to forget where you come from. It's easy to forget what is possible. Yeah, that's my reflections from the 4x4x48. I realize that I've probably been dragging on a long time about it. I hope the key message is, I want the key message to be, if you are struggling, divorce, breakup, in life, whatever, you can do things that will challenge yourself. You are capable of much more than you ever thought possible. I never would have dreamt I never would have even attempted this. I wouldn't even have run a mile. I would just be like, yeah, it's too hard. It's impossible. And maybe it would have been impossible for me to do all this at one time. But there's things that I could have done that would have challenged me, that would have made my life better, that would have set me on a different path than just playing video games and being comfortable. So if you're struggling, if you're looking for any guidance, you can book a clarity call with me. We'll go over kind of where you're at now, where you're stuck, get you moving in the right direction. Like it is crazy how far you can come, how far you can go with taking action. Although I'm not happy with, like, I'm not that, honestly, that proud. I didn't celebrate after completing the challenge. I was more just like, what's next? There's more I got to be doing. I can be better at things. I'm already focused on how I'm lacking in my texting with girls to get them on dates. Like although I feel that way, there is a lot to be taken of how far I have come from the overweight, unsocial, not very attractive guy to, standing out, that 1 out of 10 guy, the guy who has adventures. He's lived an interesting lifestyle. He doesn't just come home and watch football or play video games or mope around. He's actually trying to improve himself. He's trying to be better. And although I don't feel always proud of the stuff that I do, maybe I don't need to. Maybe I just have to keep pushing through and just keep doing stuff. Like that's what I do. I just keep going. There's there's no option. I can't just quit. If I quit, then I don't get where I want. So I'm going to keep challenging myself. I'm going to keep putting in the work. That's the only thing I know how to do right now. Let me know in the comments if you have a good solution for me so that I can take it in a little bit, because in reality, it is big accomplish a big accomplishment, I guess. Not everybody can do 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours. Like that's insane. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, I could have done work. I could have done dating. I could have done all this stuff. So something I got to work on. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to go edit this video. I'm going to do my approach for the day. It's day 57 of the 90-day challenge. Going well, losing weight, building up social skills. Yeah, it's been good. Hopefully you guys are doing well. I'll post all that updates at the end of this video. I will leave it there for now, and we will see you next time. Hey guys, Johnny here. I was feeling very reluctant to film any content this week. I realized it's a lot of self-doubt, unworthiness, and it's because I'm not challenging myself. I'm staying in my comfort zone. I went for a run just now at 7 p.m. It's almost 8 now. Was just going to do the one run. And while I'm doing it, I'm thinking like, why don't I just challenge myself, push myself to do something difficult so that I can grow? So I'm going to do a 4x4x48, 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 miles in 48 hours. I've done this before a few years ago, and it was very difficult. I'm going to do it again, whether I have to walk, drag my ass out of bed. It doesn't matter. I'm going to get it done, because pushing myself is how I've grown. That's how I got over my divorce. That's how I got into good shape. That's how I push myself socially. It's just continuing to push your boundaries. That's how you grow as a person, is getting out of your comfort zone, improving. So this is part 1. I just finished the first run. I will update you after each one, let you know how I'm feeling. So far, I feel pretty good. I'm sweaty, obviously, but my legs feel good. I don't feel tired yet. We'll see what happens when I have to wake up at 3 a.m. to go running, and then again at 7 a.m. But it's something that can be done. It will be done. I am going to get this shit done. Hopefully you guys can challenge yourself as well. Hopefully this motivates you to just do something difficult, whether that's learning something new, practicing your social skills, going on an adventure, going to travel. Some people are afraid to go travel by themselves or even go to a movie theater alone. Hopefully this inspires you to do something that does push your comfort zone so that you can grow, so you can realize it's not so bad as you thought. But yeah, this is part 1. We'll see you in a bit. All right, guys, it's 3 a.m., the start of run number 3. Feeling pretty good so far. Got a good 2-hour nap in. Round 2, Dean went with me. Good to have him running with me. I don't think he's waking up for this next round. Didn't do an update before, but felt good. Felt fine, nothing issue. My legs are getting a little tired already. So we'll see how this goes, but round 3 coming up. I'm going to listen to some Bible. I'm going to, just do that. I'll update you when I get done. I got to do my laundry. I'm running out of stuff to wear. I'm going to go through all my shirts pretty quickly, but so far so good. Keep you posted. Run 3 is complete. It is 4 a.m. Feeling good, feeling fine, feeling refreshed. Did challenge myself after I was running as well. I saw 2 girls that were walking by. I just finished my run, so I figured I would get my approach for the day done, talk to them. It ended up being a girl that I did know, which is pretty cool. But yeah, just trying to challenge myself all the time for the weekend. So far, I'm feeling good with the running. I was listening to Mark, the Bible, the story, I guess the Gospel of Mark. It's pretty interesting how the stories kind of collab together. So yeah, learning some stuff from that. Overall, feeling good about the 4x4x48. Hopefully you guys are challenging yourself. Let's go. All right, it's 7 a.m. Run number 4. I'm tired. I don't want to fucking go at all. My legs are sore. I didn't get any sleep yet. I just don't want to do this. All right, finished run 4, averaged about 11 minutes per mile. Drinking my apple cider vinegar for some hydration. This is getting difficult. I was very stiff to start, and it didn't really get much better warming up. I didn't listen to any music or anything, and I realized just how many negative thoughts were going in my head the whole time I'm running. How much this sucks, how many times more I have to do this, how fucking stiff I am. Like, it's, it's just a constant loop of just negativity, negative thoughts. It wasn't helping me in any way get better. I realized this about halfway through, so I started to reframe it as positive things. I'm grateful my legs work. I'm grateful that I am healthy. I'm grateful that I'm in good shape at 42. I'm grateful that I'm living the life that I'm living. I'm grateful for when I'm running by people, even though we don't speak the same language, they're still very friendly and nice. Yeah, so it's getting tough. I thought it was going to be kind of easy after the first 3, but then when I woke up from my 2-hour sleep, I just realized how stiff I was. I'm pretty stiff now. I still have my non-negotiables, so I'm gonna go to the beach and meditate, and then I might just go to the coffee shop and hang around there and go to the gym after the 5th run. But I can feel how stiff I am now. Fuck. Maybe I'll stretch at the beach. I'm worried about meditating and then not being able to stand up because I sit cross-legged for so long. But we'll do the best we can. Non-negotiables still have to be done. Here's the list. Gotta meditate, apple cider vinegar. Gotta go to the gym. Got to educate, eat healthy, not watch garbage TV, and then do an approach, which I did at 4 a.m. this morning after my other run. Approached a girl who was just coming home from karaoke. I actually knew who she was. That was kind of interesting. But sticking to the non-negotiables, gonna get this challenge done whether I want to or not. Only am a third of the way there already, so we're gonna keep going. Hope you guys are doing well. All right, guys, run 6 is done. Feeling good. This one was pretty tough. It was in direct sunlight, hottest part of the day, but it's done. I got to go to the gym. That's non negotiable. So I'm going to go there and do some yoga, come back, maybe take a 2-hour nap, which I'm worried about because I don't want my legs to stiffen up, which they're already quite sore. But feeling good, feeling positive. Gonna finish this shit. Over halfway done. Eating my rice now with my electrolytes. Feeling good. Let's go. All right, guys. Run number 7 is done. It's about 8 o'clock. I'm going to make some more eggs for some fuel. Got my non negotiables done today. Did the approach, did the gym, did the eating healthy, did the no SPN. So I'm keeping on track with non negotiables. The running is getting tougher. I notice my mind is always wanting to quit, like immediately. This last run, number 7, the whole time I'm just trying to talk myself into walking. Only got 5 more to go. Not too much else to report. I guess I'll keep you updated as things go. But yeah, my legs are sore and it's mostly my mind right now. It's just continually telling me to just fucking walk. I'm going to finish the challenge, but I want to be able to do it while running the whole time. And my mind is just telling me to start walking, start finding ways to just stop. So hopefully that stops. I'm trying to reframe it as quick as I can, but that's the major issue right now. I'm going to eat this. I got 3 hours to take a break and I'll be back at 11. Just finished run number 9. It is 4 in the morning. This one was probably the most difficult so far. I didn't want to get out of bed. It was raining, which actually was kind of fun. I was hoping it would rain longer. But I went this time without anything in my ear, no music, no audiobooks, nothing. And there was just so much negativity in my mind telling me to quit, to just stop. Um, Telling me I'm too old to do this shit. Just a lot of stuff that I don't need to hear. So that was interesting. I also fist bumped a guy And then he tried to touch my junk, so I got assaulted on this leg of the trip too. Yeah, not much else to report. I guess it's going fine. 3 more runs left to go, and then I'm finally done. Body is sore and tired, and I don't want to keep going, but I will. Um, all right, update. Just finished run 10. This was by far the worst one so far. I did not want to get out of bed at 6:55 when my alarm went off. And then as I'm getting out there, there's a 5K going on and everybody is passing me. I'm running like a slow old man, just step by step, just doing whatever it takes to get this shit done. But it's done. Feeling fine, I guess. I just want this to be over. 2 more to go. Next one's at 11. Next one is and then after that, it's at 3 p.m. And then I am done. Probably won't do anything to celebrate. Go to the spa, maybe. Hot to cold. I think that might be good for my body. And then relax, chill. I'm off to the beach now to meditate. And then I will go to the coffee shop for a bit, do the run, then mastermind. Then probably chill till the next run and then go to the gym. And then, get my approach done, get the non-negotiables out of the way. Yeah, still shit to do. I won't be done until probably 5. Hopefully I can go to the spa after that. Yeah, that's it. We'll update you after 11. Peace. All right, final run done. Run 12, 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours, 48 miles done. Hopefully you guys challenged yourself this weekend. I feel spent. I'm going to go make some lunch, hit the gym for some yoga, and then the spa, and then I am chilling for the night. Hope you guys are doing well. See ya.